Hello out there YouTubers, this is Cheese Slice 11 coming through for another video. Today I'm doing a recap of the West Conference Finals that just ended last night between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. This matchup was a pretty good matchup, although it ended in 5 games. We had good basketball that was played. I really enjoy how Game 1 started. It was a good way to start the series. Kind of as I kind of predicted, Steph Curry pretty much. I haven't looked since Game 5, but I think he was shooting about 30 a night and getting to the doing what he wanted to do in the basket. His team played well. I like how Draymond Green was able to guard Dwight Howard at times. Andrew Bogut did a great job on Dwight Howard. I like how Iguodala and Klay Thompson, they came in and they did their job. Sean Livingston, everyone fit their role and they did what they had to do, and they showed why they are going to the finals, because they're playing excellent team ball. They're getting the assists and all. They were out rebounding the Rockets. I mean, they played well. Not saying that the Rockets didn't play well, because that game was that Game 4 that the Rockets won. They really played well that game, and they also played well, I believe, in Game 2. But it had some last minute things that happened in that game that caused them to lose. James Harden, he had that blowout that game. That was Game 4 with 45 points. That was just crazy to see him actually, score like that, because I hadn't seen that from him. Like, throughout the playoffs, like, he's been pretty lax, like I was talking about with the free throws and stuff. They didn't let him go to the line as much, like with the fouls and stuff, and I appreciate that, because I wasn't rooting for the Warriors, but I'm just like, man, the dude gets a lot of free throws. I like how Corey Brewer played. Josh Smith had an okay game or two. It's like, but the Rockets, they weren't clicking on all cylinders. And I feel as though the series would have went a bit different if they would have had someone like Patrick Beverly, someone that can actually hold Steph, that can, be on him, hold him, and, actually cause his points per game and his turnover ratio to go up. But I think Patrick Beverly was dealing with like a season injury, so they didn't have him for this game. Also, Trevor Ariza, he had an okay series, yeah, his series was okay. Defensive, he was pretty good, and I think he had like a 20 point game or something. But they couldn't. The thing about the Rockets is that has been shown throughout the other series that they won. They had to outscore their opponent. Like, think about in Series 1 against the Mavericks, they had to outscore them in order to beat them. Because I think one game they had to score like 135 points or something against the Mavericks. And not saying the Mavericks aren't good or anything, because they are. They had to outscore them. They had to outscore the Clippers. And this Warriors team is a different type of offense that they couldn't guard against. So they had Corey Brewer, Trevor Ariza, but it just wasn't enough defense, and they just got outscored every single game, and they couldn't, having Dwight Howard there, they still couldn't out-rebound them. Like, it'll be times, like, I think there was a play when, like, Steph Curry jumped over Dwight Howard in order to get a rebound. Like, what? Like, what? This dude was like 6'3", man. 6'2" or 6'3", like, out-rebound Dwight Howard. Like, what is this? Like, it was just, and they didn't play with enough effort, I feel, and Golden State represents effort. Like, that's what they were playing for, and even when they was up 20 or 20, 25, whatever, they were still playing it just as well. Bench coming in, and no player I ain't mentioned is Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is like that X factor. he played good. You know, he gets. I believe Harrison Barnes starts, but he comes in at certain spurts. Him and Iguodala, they kind of play. You know, like when one plays, one goes off, and you know. But he had a pretty good series. I like Harrison Barnes in this series, but this is just my video. Warriors won in 5 games. It was a good series, but the Warriors just were the better offensive team, and they also played pretty good defense as well. And I think this is why they were able to slow down James Harden a couple of games. And if there's no offensive production from James Harden, it's kind of hard for the team to win because he is that facilitator. And as far as offense goes, getting the ball, you know, facilitator getting the ball to other players and kind of playmaking. And so this series, although he did have that 45-point game, he didn't have a great series as far as the other 4 games went. But yep. This is gonna be just my recap of the Western Conference Finals, and I got one for the Eastern Conference, and I'm gonna make a predictions video pretty soon. But I thank you all for watching, and you all have a great one.